about the video, and a lot of people curious as to how it came about, and is everything okay with Ray?
Obviously, I want to be as candid with you guys as possible. I kind of like have a thing where talk about my personal life with people I don't know personally. I'm pretty sure everybody here, men and women, are great people, but you know what I'm saying, I kind of keep my personal life personal.
So Stefon Diggs' ex just dropped leaking pages straight from his so-called relationship contract with Cardi B and Chili. It's a mess. People been whispering that this whole setup was just PR, but baby, it's way messier than that. According to these leaked receipts on X, not only is the relationship fake, but Stefon's allegedly using Cardi as a beard. Yeah, it's giving double life. Now you're probably wondering, why would Cardi B go along with something like that? Well, word on the street is, she got her own hidden agenda, one that might be even more twisted than Stefon's secret. But what could be worse than being someone's beard? Oh, trust, you're not ready. These leaks are sizzling, and the ex is on a mission. She's out for revenge and dragging both Stefon and Cardi through the mud. But why now? Is she just salty and clout chasing? Or is this Offset's petty hands at work behind the scenes? Let's unpack it. So, the ex stirring all this drama? Her name's Marlene. And Stefon? He'd probably wish he never crossed paths with her.
Personal. I had a conversation with Graves, obviously. I'm gonna echo everything that he said. He told me, you know, hoping everybody making good decisions, you know what I'm saying? And I had a conversation with people in the building as well, so, you know, everything else, you know, tickets is all internal.
So I understand that it's kind of coming on us to ask who's in the bag.
Obviously, it's a conversation, you know, that's happening internal. You know what I'm saying? I can't have too much of a conversation.
Because ever since those Cardi and Stefon rumors popped off, Sky been acting real funny. And now, she's going full scorched earth. Things started heating up quick. Marlene had been teasing that she was sitting on some spicy, game-changing tea about Cardi and Stefon. And let's just say, this ain't your regular ex drama. At first, folks didn't take her seriously. They brushed her off as just another IGX talking wild after losing her ticket to the soft life. She was acting out heavy online, ranting, posting cryptic shade, making chaotic claims, and most people just tuned her out, thinking she was reaching. But then she said something that made everyone do a double take. She hinted that things between Cardi and Stefon weren't nearly as sweet as they looked on the gram. Said she knew details we didn't, and while some laughed it off, others started connecting dots. And then, she dropped a bombshell. She claimed to have a full-on digital copy of Cardi and Stefon's so-called relationship contract. Wait, what? How'd she even get her hands on that? According to Sky, Stefon allegedly came over to her place just days after he and Cardi inked the deal. And get this, he passed out cold. While he was knocked out, she says she went through his phone, found the contract, sent it to herself, and deleted the trail. He had no clue she'd seen it until she blasted it publicly. Now that's wild. And we ain't even touched the part where he allegedly slid right back to his ex after sealing a deal with Cardi. Whew, the disrespect is insane. And the mess? It's far from over. The whole setup makes it look like Stefon's been double dipping, still sneaking around with Sky while parading Cardi online like she's his one and only. But let's get back to this contract, because that's where things get real messy. At first, when Sky spilled the tea about the relationship agreement, fans assumed it was just your basic PR stunt. You know, fake dating for press clout. Already shady, but not unheard of. But baby, that was just the appetizer. Sky hit the timeline with something way hotter. She claimed the contract wasn't just about PR. It was also about Cardi agreeing to be Stefon's beard.
About it, but I've been in this league 10 years. You can format the question many different ways. You know, I'm gonna obviously answer it the same way. So.
Stefon said one.
Yeah.
Did you know it was being recorded?
Once again, you can format the question many different ways. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for 10 years. The conversation that I had with Graves and the people in the building, obviously, is gonna be handled internal. You know what I'm saying? An in-house thing. So.
Do you regret it happened?
So you asked me again. I would hate to repeat.
Yep, she said what she said. For anyone who doesn't know, being a beard means dating someone who's in the closet, usually a guy who isn't ready to come out, so he dates women to keep up appearances. And according to Sky, this contract spells all that out, with both Stefon and Cardi's signatures allegedly on it. So unless they're ready to say Sky forged it all, which would be a bold lie, she's got some serious dirt on them. And if that wasn't enough, Sky's claiming Stefon been running this cover-up for years, that all his relationships with women were just for show, because he's been keeping a secret boyfriend in the background this whole time. The receipts? Sky says she's got 'em, and the internet is shook. Sky didn't just throw Cardi under the bus. She said she herself used to be Stefon's cover too. But now, he's upped the game by locking in a contract with Cardi B. The question is, why would Stefon go that far if he's already been successful at hiding his truth for this long? Well, turns out, some of his past male partners allegedly started making noise. One even came forward saying Stefon tried to silence him. And, yeah, we'll get to that in a sec. According to Sky, Stefon's been shelling out serious cash, alleged hush money and secret payoffs to certain exes to keep his image squeaky clean. She even claims that during their own messy situationship, he had a monthly budget just for these silent payments. Like, a whole bribery fund to keep mouths shut. But the stakes changed recently when Stefon signed a huge new NFL contract. Word is, his deal with the New England Patriots could be worth up to $69 million, with $26 million guaranteed. And when that kind of money hit the table, some of his alleged past lovers, they reportedly wanted a bigger slice. But Stefon? He's allegedly done paying. Now here's where it gets real, because let's be honest, even in today's world, pro sports ain't exactly waving pride flags for their male stars. The culture? Still heavy with judgment and locker room politics. Sky made a point. How many openly gay male athletes do we really know in football? Exactly. This is bigger than gossip. It's about image, money, and keeping secrets buried. Soccer, football, basketball, baseball. Out of all those sports, you can barely name a handful of openly gay male athletes. And that's not because they don't exist. It's because most of them stay quiet. The fear of losing fans, sponsors, and respect in the locker room? It's real. That's why a lot of these athletes allegedly stay on the DL. And why Stefon may have felt the pressure to stage a relationship with none other than Cardi B. Let's be real. If any of his alleged exes came forward now, who would believe them when he's out here publicly cuffed to Cardi freaking B? That's the ultimate smokescreen. And sure, folks ain't shocked that Stefon might want to fake a romance to shut down rumors. But the real question is, what's Cardi getting out of this? Well, according to Sky, the contract clearly outlines how the whole thing doubles as PR for Cardi's new album. That part tracks. Industry stunts aren't new. But Sky takes it even further. She claims that Cardi and Offset aren't even fully broken up. Allegedly, they're still together, just laying low and pretending to be split for publicity. Sky says they were trying to hype up a dramatic rollout for Cardi's album by faking tension and breakup rumors. But Cardi waited too long. The headlines cooled down, fans moved on, and now? That divorce drama buzz ain't hitting like it used to. With the fire fading, Cardi's left trying to revive her moment. But was Stefon part of the plan all along? Cardi's trying to spark a comeback, and the pressure is insane. Her debut album, Invasion of Privacy, didn't just break records, it shattered them. It sold 255,000 units in the first week and made history as the first album ever where every single track went platinum or higher. And if that wasn't enough, it became the longest charting album by a female rapper on the Billboard 200, surpassing even Lauryn Hill's legendary Miseducation. So yeah, the bar is sky high. And that's exactly why Cardi's sweating bullets over her next project. The industry's watching. Fans are expecting another cultural moment. And according to Sky, that's why Cardi's pulling every stunt possible, including this alleged fake romance with Stefon. See, if she had dropped her album right when her drama with Offset was trending, it would have shot straight to #1. But she waited too long. Now the buzz cooled off. So what does she do? Align with Stefon to bring the heat back. But let's be honest, it's not adding up. If she really dumped Offset over cheating, why would she turn around and get with Stefon, who's been caught cheating more times than we can count? Let's not forget that boat incident, where he was spotted with a bunch of baddies and holding a pink Coca-Cola, if you catch the drift. So why would Cardi sign up for more mess with a man who's allegedly even worse than the last? It doesn't make sense. Unless, like Sky said, it's all for the cameras. And y'all, Sky's got proof. Just last month, she dropped pics of her and Stefon looking real cozy, booed up like nothing ever changed. At this point, it's giving they never even broke up. And Sky didn't stop there. She dropped screenshots, y'all. Texts between her and Stefon that told a completely different story than what he's been feeding the public. The way they were talking? Way too cozy for two people who supposedly haven't spoken in ages. The messages flowed smooth, flirty, and way too familiar. Like they'd been staying in contact this whole time, just keeping things on the low. And these texts line right up with Sky's earlier claim. Remember the whole bit about Stefon falling asleep at her place? That's how she said she found the relationship contract. And now the vibe in those texts? It's backing her up. Then she went all the way in. Sky posted, "I hate when a ninja act like he wasn't just crashing out being a stalker, but I let him have social media and play my part so he can get his clout." She followed it up with, "I don't post him, I be with him in real life, and we be doing it wrong." Y'all, at this point, somebody call Cardi. Get her a new guardian angel, because whoever's been assigned to her is clearly off duty. After everything she went through with Offset, the cheating, the awkward apologies, the emotional roller coaster, we all just wanted her to finally catch a break. So when Stefon Diggs popped up, people were hopeful. Maybe this was her reset. Some peace. A real change. But now, this looks like a whole new storm disguised as a fresh start. But y'all, we should have known better, especially with Stefon's messy history. Still, back then, most fans thought Sky was just clout chasing, recycling old photos to stir up drama between Cardi and Offset. People called her jealous, bitter, a salty ex who couldn't accept that Stefon had upgraded to Cardi B. But Sky? She wasn't having it. She said, "Y'all not about to play in my face." And then she dropped some dark receipts, screenshots, DMS proof that Stefon was still deep in her inbox. One of the texts showed Stefon upset over the leaked photos of them together. He messaged her, "Sky, I know you upset, but bro, that was a lot. Hope we can actually have a convo when you not upset." But Sky wasn't holding back. She fired back with, "You don't ask for me for real. You showed that from the beginning. No need to pretend. It's cool. I can take one to the chin. I just hate the disrespect and dishonesty. You really did the most, and I've never done anything to you, no matter how you want to spin it. Steph, good luck. This ain't even me." And his reply? "Okay, get up. You going to stop this ish. Let me know when you're ready to be an adult." Whew. From the tone alone, it sounds like Stefon still wanted to keep their situation alive, just in secret. Behind Cardi's back, on the hush. So while he was flexing Cardi on socials, he was allegedly still trying to creep with Sky behind closed doors. It's giving messy. It's giving double life. What a messy embarrassment. And Sky? She wasn't done yet. She clapped back hard, saying, "I don't like ninjas that treat me like that or talk to me like that. Never have. And I've experienced stuff like that before. Stop trying to flip it on me. I peeped the game. It's all good." But she wasn't just dropping words. She came with more visuals. Sky posted a pic of one of her 2 phones, claiming she was just flexing her double line. But anyone with eyes could see she had a point to prove. On that screen, a FaceTime call from Stefon Diggs. No hiding, no slick captions. She wanted us to see it. Loud and clear. He's still calling. And apparently, Cardi finally hit her limit with all this Sky chaos. She fired off a thinly veiled warning on Instagram, posting, "Every bus gotta fly," then followed it with a video clip that fans say was definitely aimed at Sky. Now let's talk about these DL accusations Sky's been pushing, because the internet? Oh, it's making connections. Fans are starting to compare Stefon to Diddy, and you already know where that rabbit hole leads. People online are saying that some men living on the down low end up treating women badly. Not out of hate, but from bottled-up identity struggles that explode in toxic ways. And in Stefon's case, the pattern's looking a little too familiar. Now, let's not act like this is Stefon Diggs' first time caught up in messy allegations. He's had serious drama in the past, including DV claims from his ex, Mia Jones, better known as Mulan Hernandez. But this situation? It spiraled fast. Stefon says he was the victim. He accused Mulan of getting violent, trashing his stuff, including a $130,000 watch and even his gaming console. But that wasn't all. He also claimed she tried to extort him for $1 million. And here's where it gets even crazier, because according to Stefon, Mulan was allegedly blackmailing him using his own identity as leverage. Yes, y'all, she was allegedly threatening to expose his private life, and Stefon claimed she wasn't acting alone. He said her friend Brianna Mack was involved in the setup too. He says Mulan threatened to destroy his career and drag his name through the dirt unless he played along. But Mulan? She didn't stay quiet. She hit back with receipts. She claimed he was the one who got violent. Mulan posted medical records and a statement that read, "On June 7th, I was struck from behind by Stefon Diggs at our residence, which resulted in a concussion." She also claimed that later, when his legal team's attempt at mediation didn't go in his favor, Stefon tried to flip the story and discredit her before the real truth came out. In her words, "I will not be intimidated or silenced. Reliving this is traumatic. DV is something I wouldn't wish on anyone. What's done in the dark will come to light." Whew! This story just keeps getting darker, and now the past is crashing straight into the present. This is wild. And let's not forget another major allegation, the one made by celebrity stylist Blake Grizz, who claimed that Stefon allegedly tried to assault him, and when that didn't work, Stefon supposedly had him jumped. Y'all, that's not just messy. That's dangerous. So when you stack all this up, the ex drama, the leaked texts, the hush money, the alleged violence, and now a fake PR romance with Cardi B, it's giving desperate cleanup job. Stefon really thought that linking up with Cardi would be his get-out-of-jail-free card. But instead of saving face, the whole thing's backfiring badly. I mean, imagine putting together this big public image scheme, just for your ex to leak the whole contract on social media. That's next-level sabotage. Summer hasn't even hit full swing yet, and it's already looking like straight chaos. But now I want to hear from you. What do y'all think about Cardi being Stefon's alleged beard? And was Sky really messy for outing the whole thing? Or just tired of playing quiet? Drop a dozen comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.